and it's time to talk about it. When it comes to okay, so by I can say that my interest in Doug, when it comes to doing interviews, was growing at a particular amount, but it wasn't until that couch stream you had with Platchat in Copenhagen that it shot you up right up into my top five list. And from there, I had to like continue to build my presence within the space by talking to players and then building myself up, which led to me talking to Y, which I am very fortunate to doing. And now at this point, you've it's been mentioned various times and a little bit at times, but back in 2019, you covered the world championship of an arcade game called Big Buck Hunter. So
Yeah.
you talked a little bit about the experience and what that was like, but come on, you can't just leave us with that and not talk about how it even started. So,
Dude,
how
yeah.
did that even start?
It was wild. So a buddy who I had met through Halo many, many years ago was working for it's not Play Mechanics. Or maybe it is Play Mechanics and Raw Thrills is that I don't know. It was working for the company that makes Big Buck Hunter. And I find out because he's working it every year and we keep up and I find out that he's like, yeah, I'm going to whatever to work this Big Buck Hunter World Champs. I'm like, you're working what? He goes, yeah, Big Buck Hunter World Champs, and he sends me this video, and it's a highlight reel of just what seems like a weekend long party, bro. Like, and that's what it looked like on the screens, but they were like doing it right, like they were throwing a party. First place got like 20 grand or something like that. I'm like, what is this world? I've never heard of anything like this. And so I like watched from a distance and buddy, his name is Callum. He I want to say we tried it one year and it didn't work. And then the next year it did work. He's like, hey, dude, you should come cover. You should come work. You should come like work the show. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm down. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to freaking turn down the opportunity to work the Big Buck Hunter World Championships. And sure enough, it worked out that year that you mentioned. And it was, I suspected it was a party the entire time. And I was right. It was a party the entire time. I remember we started the show before the cameras were on, before the doors were open, before it literally anything. Everyone got into at that year. It was at the esports arena in Vegas, or the HyperX, the esports arena, the HyperX arena, whatever. We all get together in the main room and we all took a shot. And then they went and they opened the doors. And as soon as that happened, I went, "Oh, okay. This is what we're in for. This is what kind of show it's going to be." And it was awesome. Dude, it was a blast. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It was silly. And yeah, it's a shame that I wasn't able to continue to do it because I want to say it's still happening. Like it's still a tournament series, but
It's still happening. I checked the recent videos, and they had a tournament last year in 2022, and I
yeah,
feel like that's still going to be the case for this year, up to my
yeah,
knowledge.
yeah, I would think so. Very very nice community too, which is just crazy to think about. But yeah, there is a big buck hunter community out there that's outrageously welcoming and very kind and very friendly, and just very cool people. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I want to ask, how many drinks did you have that night?
Not as many as you would think because I was still on camera, right? Like I was still working the show. Um, but it was just a good. Again, it was a party. It was a party all weekend. I've never worked a show like that ever again, and I'm sure never in my life will I work a show like that again in esports. There's no way.
And I believe you also mentioned that you were approached to cover last year as well, right? Like, cause
Yeah,
back then,
or 2 years ago.
yeah, because like
Yeah,
I
they go ahead. Sorry.
no no you go ahead.
Yeah, they reached out about wanting to do it, and its schedules didn't work out, and there were a couple of other things that just weren't aligning, so we weren't able to make it work. But um, yeah, it's a shame. I again, it was a lot of fun. I'd be so down to do it again, but it just didn't work out.
Would you ever consider doing it again in the future?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. If things aligned and like everything worked out right and schedules worked and what all that other stuff, yeah. Because who else? I mean, you've been around esports for a while, right? You've talked to a couple of different scenes from Dota to League to Valorant. Now, have you ever come across anyone else who is even tangentially involved to the Big Buck Hunter World Championships?
It's because like it's been referred to like a little bit like just a few occasions on camera during the couch part. I think around that time in which you talked to Wyatt during
Yeah,
that couch stream was like the only time that that was mentioned.
I think
And
so.
even like in future interview pieces, it was mentioned as well, like just to sort of to highlight the games that you've done, but
Mm,
it was never really dived in. Never, no one really asked about asked more about what that particular time was like. Because like I've I'd watched like you did an interview with Esports Driven last year, till
mm.
end of last year, and that wasn't mentioned. And I was like, what the hell? Like, why did this guy not ask about Big Buck Hunter? Like, it's an arcade game and it's wild, and that's kinda like one of the pieces that would generate some sort of attention because it's not just like hard-nosed journalism that people are after, it's some also the lighthearted side, and
Yeah.
it's just
Well,
like
hang on. Hang on. Sorry. Are you saying the Big Buck Hunter is not the hard nosed journalism that you were looking for when you started
that's not what I'm
this?
saying, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there, okay? I'm just
No,
putting it out
no, I
there.
know, I know.
I'm just putting it out there, so, still, Big Buck Hunter Esports Thug, not very well known before, but hopefully with this interview, everybody's going to know about it, and that's basically the main goal behind this video interview in the first place.